Welcome to The Story Tinker, a Webtoons and Witcher podcast for superfans with scene-by-scene analysis. Featuring sharp co-hosts for a fuller picture, we dive deep into character psychology, relationships, and theories. We'd love it if you could like, subscribe, comment, and rate us on all podcast platforms and social media. For bonus content, you can support The Story Tinker on Patreon. Let's begin. Yeah. Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of In the Bleak Midwinter, season 2, called Terrible Deeds. And we are here again with Tiff and Tyler from Be My Friend podcast and 𝗪𝗫 TV. So check out their stuff. We have been saying this, for 2-3 episodes.
Every time we start over, we're like, hello.
Check out they have an awesome Webtoons podcast. They're hilarious, they're funny, and they have really cool content. So check it out.
Every time you're like, they are so funny, I'm like, yes. We do have a great podcast, it's true.
You always make me laugh. And I'm not, I don't know. I always feel like I'm not a very funny person. So like if you make me laugh, it's good.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
All right, Tiff, take it away.
Okay. This is a rough episode because we get Alexei in it and we all hate Alexei. So at least we have Luka to soften it up.
I love Luka. Can I just say, I love this little boy. I mean, he's not a little boy anymore. He's like, I calculate, he's like 33 or something. He's like in his 30s. Because he was like, it's 25 years, and he was like at least like 5'8" or something when he was, younger.
Right.
So he's like 30, 33, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I love him. He's such a
That was my favorite connection in season 1, Anya being Luka's nurse. Like that was incredible. And I remember getting tears in my eyes when he realized and they hugged. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I
love little good boys. He's like so good. Just love it.
I know, he's so gonna die. So gonna die.
No, don't say it, please. I agree, but no.
But we have him, down underground with all the patients. And we have that, I forget her name.
No, we actually got her name and I forgot it right away. I think it's something with a K.
She's like the head of the medical department, I feel like. And she goes, go, Luka. Tomorrow is the day, right? You need rest. And you have Luka just contemplating, not tired. What's next? How about, and she's like, how about you stop searching for distractions and go now?
Come on.
Also, he stubble on his cheeks. I feel like he's too anxious to shave or something.
Poor baby.
Right.
Stubble before.
It's like this 30-year-old man. We're like, this baby boy.
I know. When he volunteered for this, he's like, I have to be a man. And I'm like, no, Luka.
He's like, I want to be brave too. And I'm like, oh, honey.
No, don't go, Luka.
Luka, don't do this. 𝗪𝗵𝗁𝗍. Like the actual child.
He wants to see a tree anyway, so.
Yeah, he wants to see a tree.
Exactly.
You're done for the night. Gregory will watch the patients while I sleep, and you better sleep too. Dr. Everly.
Oh, here we go.
Everlyn. Is it Everly? Blah, blah, blah.
Dr. Everly.
Dr.
Okay.
Everly.
Oh, I thought it was short for something. Hey, floor mopper. Oh, I hate this chick so much.
I hate her.
Oh, so nasty.
Alexei wants you in his office in 5 minutes. Get on, move on. I love how Luka just looks in this panel like so shocked, like, what?
Right.
Am I in trouble?
Like, excuse me? He really does. I didn't even look at that closely. He's just like,
I think he looks great, by the way. I'm a little, I don't know if I'm quite crushing on him, but I think he looks really, really good.
oh yeah, he does.
Luka? Yeah. I love how he looks though. He as if he got called to the principal's office. He's like, oh shit. She's just like, ugh.
God, I hate her.
Oh, yeah. So nasty.
I try to remember that Irina likely lost people close to her, same as everyone else. That's why she's this way. Other times, I just think she enjoys being awful to anyone who breathes in her direction.
That might be it.
Right?
Well,
I'm sure.
This is where I like to bring more some dark stuff. I mentioned that my family went through the Holocaust. I had a great grandmother who, she was also went through the Holocaust, and she was nasty person, like nasty, like ruined like the whole family's lives, controlling, mean, negative, like just putting everyone down. And when we talk about it, people are like, well, she went through Auschwitz. I'm like, yeah, so did everyone else, and they were like, they were so nice. I'm like, she was just her.
Or your response to you do kind of control your response a little bit, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know. Everyone.
I know you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but also just kind of like, well, everyone is in the same boat as this lady, so I'm like, why are you meaner than everyone else? What's happening?
Right. I know she has like a nasty scar on her face too. Like she just looks like she's been through the ringer.
Through something. Gosh.
Luka says, I'm sure she thinks it's in good faith. She's tough as nails. And then there's a stark difference between being a strong woman and a rude one.
Yes.
Solid point.
I love that one.
Thank you, Dr. Everly.
I just love her. She's just so blunt, this nurse or this doctor.
She's the best.
Just says it like it is.
Mm-hmm.
But go.
He has this little smile. It's so cute.
Right?
Cute.
Before Alexei comes and gets you himself. And then he's like, oh shit. All right. Knock, knock. This part was so interesting to me. With the Eastern general.
Yes.
I don't know how to say his name though. If anyone wants to help
Faizan?
me. Faizan.
Faizan.
We should look this up because it's probably, I'm assuming it's like the rest of the names of like Slavic origin. Let me see. There's usually a pronunciation thing. Faizan. Here, pronunciation. Oh, hold on.
I get the whitest. I'm like, Faizan?
When I don't know a name, I just make something up. I'm like, let's
call him Fluffy.
My computer is being like really slow, probably because we're recording and it's still downloading stuff, but I don't know. Hold on a sec.
It's probably Faizan. AI. Long A.
Sorry. Here we go. Faizan.
Faizan.
Pakistan. Okay, since it's a Pakistani name here.
All right, Faizan it is.
We can continue this later, Faizan. Answer my question first, Alexei. Where is my Galina?
Galina.
Yeah.
Looks like a genie, by the way, here, right? It's the holograms like coming to a point.
He looks cute though. I kind of want to see him in real life.
Right? I know. I'm like, this hologram of this man. Hello.
I know. And he says he's young. I'm like, oh.
Terrible. If you guys read Purple Hyacinth, I don't remember if you're caught up like now. So Albion, the kid teenager from the play, who's like gorgeous. He like comes for one scene and we're like, oh my god, Albion, you're gorgeous.
I know, they made him like the hottest and for why. He's just there for like 12 seconds.
Of course, there's like a teaser. She's on a mission. This is why you sent her, isn't it? To help us. Yes, in good faith. Because Galina had some distant family left in the north and wanted to check on them. Now I wish to speak with her. You will when she's back.
Can't believe it. He's not disclosing what happened.
He's not telling her.
Alexei.
I know. For now, as the outstanding leader, lauded by everyone in the East, make sure our food and medicine arrives on time. I love how he's just like such a jerk.
Crossing him around, making fun of him.
Honestly,
lauded by everyone. Like, excuse you, sir.
I'll say more about it when we actually get done with the whole phone call, but
okay.
I do actually, yeah. Well, I'll wait.
Fine.
Let me make one thing very clear here. I may be younger, but make no mistake in thinking you can order me around. I help your city because it's the right thing to do, not because you've deluded yourself into thinking you are owed. It's help that can be restricted easily, Alexei. Do not take that tone with me again. While you hide behind your ivory towers, I'm bleeding bodies and fighting a war boy.
Wow, rude.
I know.
Solid point, though.
I
Well,
will
I don't know. I mean, like we don't know too much about the East, right? Like he's saying that they're hiding their ivory towers, they have it better than everyone else apparently, but they're not fighting a war. Like I find it hard to believe. Like they must have gone through something. Like I can't think that they're highly sheltered.
Didn't season
They
one
have cars.
didn't season one they have like cars and they kind of
Yeah.
live out life, but I think it's more of like a utopia kind of situation there, and they built like a protection kind of tower fortress around them.
I'm sure they fought for what they have, but I think the idea is that, at least to me, they are way better off though than they are.
Right.
So to me, I'm just like, I don't like Alexei, but also I'm like, solid points out here. And also it's kind of the same thing where it's not just Alexei, it's all of his people. So he's kind of like I've been watching The Sopranos lately, don't judge me. And it's like they made this one old guy the boss so that he just has to like take all the crap basically, and that's like Alexei to me. I'm like, see, Alexei's just gonna be a jerk because he needs to do what he needs to do for his people, even though he also sent his sister out to be shot, but that happens.
Right.
I like how this Faizan is defending himself though. You know, he's not like
Faizan is
like, I may be younger than you, but do not speak to me like that.
And then Alexei's like, nah, I'm gonna talk to you however I want.
Like, boy, get off my
yeah, exactly. I'm fighting a war, child. I'm a man. Sorry.
I will talk with you however I please. I've been fighting this war when you were still in your cradle, sucking on your thumb.
Oh, God.
When androids are finished here, where do you think they will go next?
Mm.
Oh, you got him there.
See.
Now, if you're done trying to prove a point, I have a city to save.
And he hangs up. Well, that's the power move.
Yeah. Always hang up first. It shows dominance.
Are you ready for tomorrow? Yes, sir. He looks so nervous.
I know, Luka's just like, holy shit, I'm gonna die. I'm fighting a war.
This phone call did seem to take a toll out of Alexei too, because he like leans back, he slumps back. So it does seem like it was an act, you know, like the face he was putting up.
I know how that looked, but if I don't demand respect from Faizan and the East, they will leave us to rot. That respect has to be taken through less than palatable means.
So here it's a little bit, it's very Machiavellian, right? Where he's like, he would rather be feared than loved.
Yeah.
He thinks fear is more, which happens to be, as far as I understand from psychology, fear is actually more of a motivator than positive stuff. I think, but I mean, I'm sure it's a complex issue and I haven't really looked into it too much. But like this Faizan was already, he's like, he was willing to help them because he's like, it's the right thing to do. And Alexei, I think because his brain doesn't work that way, he like wouldn't do something because it's the right thing to do. So he's like, no, that's not going to work. I can't rely on the generosity of Faizan's heart. I have to intimidate him. I have to, browbeat him, because that's how he works.
Right.
I understand, sir. Good. Don't fail me tomorrow, son. You better than most, know what happens to failures around here.
Uh-oh. What happens to failures around here? What happened to Ivan? I mean, not Ivan. I meant what happened to Luka?
Luka?
Yeah, and I was saying, why would Luka know? What happened?
Oh, I know. I feel like he like kills them. Or torture. I don't know. Like I feel like if someone disappoints Alexei, he gets rid of them.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
He must have just been like on the front lines of witnessing this a couple times.
Or he must maybe he puts them out there where they get killed, where it's a suicide mission. He must put people like kind of when they went through the cave there and all those people died, and he was like, they knew what they were getting themselves into. So maybe he just puts them on the front line. I feel like Alexei, and we talked about this on our show, I feel like Alexei and Delta are very similar and
Mm.
how they see the war. I feel like Delta is so extreme for his side and Alexei is so extreme for his side that they're both corrupted in their revenge. So that's like how I see their dynamic.
That's a really good insight. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I thought that maybe like maybe I'm just too generous for like I was like for Alexei to actually either kill them or send them out is like it's like really harsh. I thought maybe it just means that like when people fail, they get themselves killed because they're just not good. Like they trip or they like get caught by the androids because they're just not good enough or fast enough or whatever. That's kind of what I thought. And I thought maybe that had happened to one of Luka's siblings. Because remember she asked him like, has your family? And like they're all dead. So maybe some members of his family like just weren't good enough and like they got caught or they got killed.
That's nice. That's such a nice way to look at him. Just like, oh, you jerk.
We're like, it's because he tortures them.
No, yeah, that's a very good way to look at it too.
Yeah.
I know.
I guess.
The whole time with Alexei and his sister, just when they first met and he shoots his sister in the head and, you know, then he just like puts her in a cell and she's begging. It's so hard to see him any other way, you know? So it's hard for me to give him a positive. So you giving him a positive right there. I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm probably too naive.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious. I like Luka. Do you think he's gonna die in this mission?
Yeah.
I feel like Luka is going to die.
It's gonna be soon. Whatever what Tiff's about to say.
Yeah, when he sees his soulmate, because we know that Luka cannot wait to see his soulmate. And I
wonder, a few months.
Huh?
Still a few months.
Oh, yeah. He does? Okay, well then it won't be in this mission.
When they were eating the dinner, which was right before Anya and Ivan went out to this mission, which was like, what, 2 weeks ago? He said, oh, you still have a couple months left. So it's been maximum a month since then, let's say.
Okay, he'll live through this mission then. But like he is going to kick it shortly after he sees his soulmate.
Wouldn't it be crazy if his soulmate killed him?
Yes, but instead of it being like Omega and Anya lives, he just dies.
No.
No. I don't know. I just feel like
How does soulmate kill him? Is she a human that accidentally kills him? Is she like from the east? Is she
No, I think she's what is that? I think she's
oh, the Wraith? Like the Wraith, like the red-eyed people?
No, God, no.
Okay.
I already forgot who I thought she was. I don't know, some brain fog. It's real. It's happening to me and I don't remember who I thought it was, but I thought it was someone one time.
That would be crazy though if she was one of the
Wraith. It's the Wraith lady. So
no.
No, it's not. It's not her. I refuse.
Here I was being my like optimistic self. I was like, oh, Luka's gonna be the soulmate. They're gonna live happily ever after.
Nah, man, he's gotta die. He's a lot like Misha. I'm like, those two aren't gonna make it. They're too good for this world.
Tyler and I always think that though. We always think everyone's gonna die and then no one does. So
that's true.
I'm too optimistic.
Like 𝗵𝗶𝗆 don't even get into it with me. I'm like, I know everyone's gonna die. I'm just bracing myself for it.
Right.
I do think people are gonna die in 𝗵𝗶𝗆. I don't know. I thought whatever. I thought people would die earlier and they haven't, but yeah.
That's fair.
I like that though, in a weird sense. I like when they pull on your emotional cords by killing off one of the main characters that you didn't think were gonna die. As long as it's done well.
Right.
And it makes sense.
Like if they die in a really just yeah, exactly. It just has to be done really well. And then I'm pretty okay with it too for the most part. Because then I'm like, okay, well, it wasn't in vain.
Right. It's like a beautiful tragedy.
Yeah.
Although if it's just like a really quick shot and then like no one talks about it or no one is sad, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, like why would that happen? And that does happen. And I don't know why.
It needs to serve a purpose in the story.
Yeah.
Right. So if Luka does go, I hope if he goes on this mission, I don't think he's necessarily going to die on his way there, because I think he's going to find Ivan and Omega, but I feel like he has to die in front of Ivan. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, because you need that added trauma. Ivan or Anya, one of the two. Even Anya, that would be like powerful because she saved his life. It was because of her that he lived, and so ooh, that would be rough.
Yeah, interesting that you said in front of Ivan, because right now Ivan is pretty anti-android, right? Because of like his personal experience. So this would cement it. Like it would just make it worse.
It really would. Oh yeah. Oh man, maybe that can't happen because we need Ivan to flip flop.
Right.
Him and Omega are bonding right now.
They're gonna be besties soon. Just it'll happen.
We hope. I know. I'm curious how because so far they don't seem to really be talking.
Besties.
He's like, "Are you dead?" Hey, I don't care if you are, but I kind of need you right now.
My God.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more of them. All right, episode 8.
Let's go.
All right.
Thank you to my current patrons: Susie, Lady Libras, Lily, Jenny, Molly, Veronica, Emily, 𝗪𝗏, 𝗪𝗏, Tuggles, and Rose, Alexa, 𝗬𝚻, Joanne, Emilda, Esther, I'm Watching You People, Emily, Jean, Jen, Erin, Kay, Lily Beckett, Christine, Sadie, Kelly, Teresa, Mrs. Castaldo. Your support is truly appreciated.